Hello, and welcome back to the SWRA podcast, where aging, wellness, and wisdom intersect. I am Maggie, your host. Today is a face-to-face day. I was just watching a young actor. I don't know his name, but he is really hot right now, but really nice. In fact, I was watching one of his pictures last night. He's 50. Oh, Rip, looking good. And then today he was being interviewed on the Breakfast Club. I don't know if you know that program. And he was recounting his early days in New York City in a room, shared bathroom, and all the things that he went through. He's successful right now. So the topic today is about trusting the process, right? And that success takes time. It's not an overnight thing. And also, you have to redefine in your mind what success means to you. A lot of people have gotten successful in their later years. I'm 67. I think I'm successful. No, I'm not a millionaire, but I was able to retire early. I've had a good life. I'm healthy. That's success to me, right? None of my kids are in jail. That's success. Not that I deserve any of it. But when somebody thinks of success, they want something that's going to give them a return right away, that's going to give them money. This is how we define success. The amount of money somebody has in their bank account, how many investments they have, what kind of house they live in. Is there any time that in this temporada, in this age, in this time, that we need to redefine for ourselves what success means? Success to me is someone who is comfortable in their own skin, someone who acknowledges their past, leave it there, live in the present, have goals, somebody who is interesting and interested, two different things, somebody who has passions, somebody who is engaged in the day-to-day and not in la la land, floating around somewhere, somebody who's calm, controlled. I mean, I don't have a lot of money, but I don't lack for anything. Is that success? To me, it is. So his point was he went through the process. You see, this is the thing. And I wanted to do another podcast about Psalm 23 that says, you're walking through the valley, right? You're walking through. You're not standing there. You're not stuck. And to me, success is realize that anything that you want to do is going to cost you. There's a cost associated with it. Now you have to decide whether you're willing to pay the price. You got to go through the process. He lived in that one room apartment because he had a goal. When I was in college, I was cleaning people's homes, after college, after class, but I had a goal. I was in school. And the day I told this lady who was a nurse that I was leaving, that I had graduated from nursing, she almost fell out. She said, oh my God, why did you tell me? Because people assume that where you are is where you're always going to be. And remember that thing when people say move in silence? You don't have to broadcast what you're doing. Don't broadcast it. The haters are going to come for you. Move in silence and understand that you have to go through the process. You have to pay the price, whatever you are trying to achieve. We are trying to develop SWRA. And I always tell people, there is a process. And sometimes it takes longer. But the success comes while you are enjoying the process. Enjoy the process. Don't try to skirt what you need to go through to get there. And that's where I'm at. Where are you? Is there anything that you desire? Something that you're planning for? Are you willing to go through the process? Or are you impatient? You want to get it done just right now? I have learned to enjoy every moment. I'm continuing to move forward, but I live in the present. All right, sis? So I'm going to stop right here today. You know, I always get inspired when I hear people's stories, and I try to get some similarities between their stories and mine just to make sure, I'm just kind of sticking to the straight and narrow. All right. I will see you tomorrow. God loves you. Go out there, be a good human, be the best person you can be. Lend a hand, smile, be kind. It's going to take you a long way. All right, sis? I'll see you tomorrow. Au revoir. À la prochaine. Bonne journée. Bye.